Hi everyone, so as much as Friday's a great time of the week for a lot of people, they're finishing work for the week, they're looking forward to their weekend plans. It is unfortunately a bit of a struggle for many people with regards to their eating, and a lot of people do go sod it and really have problems struggling to resist those really tempting foods at work, this evening and into the weekend. So in this video I'll be going through the reasons why people struggle so much, the simple ways to stop this happening, and to stop making it basically so hard for yourself. And it is actually some really simple ways to stop things like this becoming such a problem, and it often goes back to what you were doing at the beginning of the week. So I am offering free transformation calls throughout May. I have got a few spots left. We'll just be going through the mindset assets of weight loss and enable you to lose weight that stays off, and just be able to devise you a plan to get you going in the right direction. So if you are interested in one of those calls, do let me know and I will be happy to book you onto one. And just, yeah, anytime, just direct message me and we can get you sorted and onto that weight loss that stays off. So why do we struggle on Fridays? So a lot of this largely comes down to fatigue. So when you are tired after a long hard week, I know this is quite a short week, but it's still, a lot of people have to cram 5 days of work into 4. So it's going to have been pretty intense, which is going to make you pretty shattered, as I'm sure you are aware already. So the thing is, when you're tired, you are going to crave high carb foods. Your body is aware that these are going to give you a quick increase in energy, and that energy increase unfortunately is followed by a very short and sharp drop. So the problem is your body only remembers the fact it had that energy boost, not the sharp drop afterwards. So it's going to continue to crave those foods when you go into that energy decrease. So what happens is you're going to end up on a roller coaster of craving these carbs, having these carbs, and then just craving more, because it remembers the fact that you felt great for the first 20 minutes. It doesn't remember the fact you felt pretty crappy. And obviously if you keep doing this, the calories add up and up. And a lot of people, particularly if they've been diets throughout their lives, are going to feel pretty demoralised, and it's going to be harder to stop because you're just going to think, oh sod it, I clearly can't do this diet, what's the point, I'll start again on Monday, and then this will just carry on through Saturday and Sunday. So a lot of the time as well, a lot of things come to a head on Friday, and you have a lot of these what I call fuck it moments, where you are very stressed and very tired, so the biscuits come round and you're just like, oh sod it, like I've had a really hard week, I want something that's going to make me happy, even if it is only temporarily, or you just don't really care at that point, you've just completely had enough. And what's really important to be aware of is your state at this point. So really think about what's going through your head. Are you stressed? Are you tired? Are you upset? Are you down? And really make sure that you're taking those moments to work out exactly how you're feeling. A really good trick here as well is to, number one, go for a walk, even if it's for 10 minutes, so that you're able to just get yourself back into a positive state. This is also going to boost your energy, which, as I've just said, obviously fatigue is a problem with cravings, so you just got to be making sure that we're keeping your energy as optimal as possible, but also the fact that it enables your brain to reset, so you're able to just detach yourself from those emotions that are potentially dragging you to those poor food options. Another thing is also to write down how you're feeling. Again, this removes the impulsion of these decisions, but often when you write things down, you're able to make logical sense of how you're feeling and often resolve the problem. And if not, you've got everything out on paper. This is also something I recommend before people go to sleep, if they are particularly anxious or going through a busy period, because it is going to help you sleep better as well. So it is one of those things that everyone does struggle with, and I think the problem is, particularly with offices, is typically Fridays, a lot of people will bring in biscuits to celebrate the end of the week. So combine that with the fact you're tired and stressed out, there's going to be a lot of temptation around you. So just make sure that you're actually bringing in your own snacks, such as protein bars, protein yogurts, boiled eggs, chicken, nuts, hummus and crudités, guacamole and crudités. So those fat and protein snacks are actually going to keep your blood sugar levels really steady. So you're not going to have these bursts of energies and then these crashes. You're going to have that steady energy that keeps you going throughout the afternoon. And if you get chocolate cravings, then a protein bar would be a really good idea to have at this point. And if you tolerate caffeine well, having that with a coffee, as long as you're leaving it enough time before you go to sleep, is also a really good option for you. So also don't cut out food groups. I think the problem is a lot of people start out on Monday with the best intentions in the world of thinking that then, you know, they don't need many carbs and they're not going to touch alcohol, and then they really restrict their calories, which means they're not taking in enough food. Even, you know, obviously we have to be in the calorie deficit in order to lose weight, but they just go severely beyond what they need to do in order to lose weight. This isn't sustainable long term. Yes, you're going to drop a good amount of weight very quickly, but it's not going to stay off, and you're not going to be able to stay on the diet very long, which is why a lot of people start on Monday and then will go fuck it by the weekend. So just make sure you're not cutting out your carbs, that you're having carbohydrates at every meal, and that you're having balanced options. So a good trick here is regards to portion control, is just making sure you have portions of fat and carbs on your plate. So it would be 3 portions of carbs and fats in any combination, and 1 portion of fats would be the size of your thumb, and then a portion of carbohydrates would be the size of your hand, cupped handful. As if you don't know what a cupped handful is. And then you just need to be making sure you have a good serving of protein as well, because that's really going to help you with your satiety, so you're going to feel satisfied, but it's also going to help keep your energy and cravings at bay. So just making sure you have a protein portion the size of your hand in a karate chop position, or the size of your fist. Portions of protein include things like eggs, meat, fish, meat replacement products, and beans if you are a vegan or vegetarian. So also make sure that you've planned your meals for the weekends, and that you're planning on your meals for Friday. So really, in hindsight, you need to be looking at this on Thursday for Friday, and just making sure you've got that food ready to go, so you're not left vulnerable to poor food choices when you're tired. But there's still time, so spend some time over your lunchtime trying to decide what you're going to have over the weekend, so you can stay on track. It's just making it so much easier for yourself, so that you're able to enjoy your weekend and be able to have thought, right, my food's planned, I've got my snacks in my bag, I've got some meals ready, and that you're not letting the fatigue get the better of you, or those fuck it moments get the better of you. But really be thinking about whether your diet is right for you, whether it is too strict, whether it's just going to have the restrictions in your life that are not necessarily the best thing for you. For instance, if you're really busy, you're in Europe a few days a week, or you know, you're working these 12-hour days, is a plan where you have to have no carbs, or that you're having to eat 6 times a day, and you've got really restrictive options where your life is changing every 5 seconds. Is that really going to be compatible with your life? Probably not. So really do be thinking about what diet you're going on and whether it's right for you. And if you ever need any help with that, just let me know. As I said, I am offering free transformation calls for May. I have got a few left. They are filling up very quickly now, so do let me know. There's absolutely no obligations tied to it, and I'm happy to go through what diet you're going on at the moment and just give you some advice to point you in the right direction, and of course get your mindset in the right place, because that is often the thing that's missing and is the foundation for you to enable you to lose weight that stays off. So if you have any questions, do let me know. I hope you enjoy this video, and let me know if there's any topics you want covered, and we'll speak soon.